Hello! So if you haven't heard, or if maybe you're coming from the makeup side of my channel, Kate Cavanaugh, who is probably one of the most popular authortubers on YouTube right now, is hosting her Milwordy challenge. So that is, basically to boil it down, is a goal to write 1,000,000 words over the course of the entire year. Now, a lot of other authortubers, not just Kate Cavanaugh, have already pledged to also participate in this sort of writing challenge or writing experiment, but I have some thoughts about Milwordy I'd like to talk about. So if you guys watched my July Camp NaNoWriMo videos, you'll know for me, July was hard. It was rough. I got the month off to a very bad start, not in terms of my writing, actually. I was pretty much on track to reach my Camp NaNoWriMo goal of 20,000 words up until about the middle of the month, but to start the month, I had my postgrad job at the Disney College program canceled on me, canceled on everybody. And then towards the end of the month, my grandfather was in the hospital he's been in and out of the hospital a couple of times now, ever since I finished filming my July Camp NaNoWriMo vlogs. We still don't entirely know what's wrong with him, like health-wise, so I really can't speak any more on that. But that happened toward the end of the month, and even though my Camp NaNoWriMo goal was lower than most people, it was only 20,000 words for the entire month. I only just barely finished my goal on the last day, and ever since I've stopped filming my Camp NaNoWriMo videos, I've barely been writing at all. I think I just sort of had kind of a post-Camp NaNoWriMo crash, where I think I wrote yesterday, but I literally have written almost nothing within the whole month of August, and I'm filming this in like the middle of August. I also haven't been exactly great in posting my fanfiction chapters on time. If you don't know, I post a Star Wars fanfiction called The Brains of the Operation, and I post a new chapter every Saturday, and I really appreciate all of my readers being patient with me, because I've been really bad these past couple weeks about posting on time. I have been posting, but sometimes it's like either at the end of Saturday or even going into Sunday. But I do always see on Wattpad that on the day I'm supposed to post, Brains of the Operation becomes the #1 rated story in Matt the Radar Technician. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of my readers for being patient with me not always posting on time. So with everything going on with me right now, and just sort of that uncertainty of where I'm going to be in this next year, I don't know if Milwordy is for me. I don't know if I can write consistently enough to reach that 1,000,000 word goal. Even, I know Kate Cavanaugh is also counting not just her story words, but also the words for her freelance and her personal essays, and I might do a similar thing. If you watch the makeup portion of my channel, you also know I write reviews on this website called Influencer. And then I don't think I've talked about this at all on my videos, but I also try to comment on posts on the Temptalia website. If you don't know, Temptalia is like a makeup review website, but she also does sort of these like discussion questions a couple of times a week, and I try my best to respond to as many of those, and the questions and the answers can get pretty detailed, so I would probably count those words as well. However, that is my situation / lifestyle right now, like as I am filming. But if you've watched my Camp NaNoWriMo vlogs, you'll know I'm still like basically on the hunt for a job after Disney College program was canceled. And just in general, originally, before Disney College program / if I didn't get into Disney College program, I was gonna move to like New York, since that's where I went to college, and that for my career / the industry I'm working in, it would make sense to either move to New York and LA, and I don't know really what's gonna happen with that. It's just everything is so uncertain right now. Like, as of the day I'm filming, I was supposed to start my Disney College program like today, the day I was supposed to be in Florida like right now, and instead I'm not, and I'm in my parents' house back home in California. So it's just the thing of in my sort of like current routine right now, oh, I got lipstick on my finger. I gotta, oh, okay, I don't think it smudged or anything. If I did, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know what this year is gonna be. Within my current lifestyle right now, I could probably do 1,000,000 words, but I don't know what my life's gonna look like 2 months from now. I don't know what my life's gonna look like 6 months from now. I really don't know what my life's gonna look like a year from now. So it's this sort of thing of, do I want to commit to a challenge not really knowing what I'm committing to, considering I don't know what the rest of my life is going to look like in a year from now. But on the other hand, I do want to participate in Milwordy because I like the idea of tracking all of your words and your sort of word growth over the course of a year. And I know for a fact it's like very satisfying to like come to like the third way mark or the halfway mark or the 3/4 mark and just seeing your progress grow day over day. That's what I've been doing in my bullet journal, just sort of tracking these little things day after day and just seeing the progress I make. And I know for me personally, that's really satisfying. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to do a Milwordy trial run. Now, I don't know when I'm going to post this video, if it's before or after the Milwordy start date. Milwordy starts on September 1st, so you'll know if it's, when you're watching this video, if it started already or not. But during the Milwordy trial run, I am going to record / keep track of all of my words, and I'm talking like all of my words, so that counts my influencer posts, my Tentalia posts, and then just regular writing, editing, drafting. I might also count words in editing / posting my chapters, because these next 3 days are going to include a Saturday where I post the brains of the operation on fanfiction.net, AO3, and Wattpad. So that's going to include words I edit right before I post the chapter, and then also sometimes people, will comment on the latest chapter, and then I'll respond. So I will also count the words I write to respond to those comments. And of course, during the Milwordy trial run, I will vlog the process. Now, even though I will admit daily vlogging the whole month of July for Camp NaNoWriMo was a little stressful, there is a part of me that misses daily vlogging. It's sort of like, it holds me accountable to things I do throughout the day, and it also just keeps me on track. Something I will say before we get into the Milwordy vlogs is what's different now is I do not have access to my computer at all times of the day anymore, because my sister actually has just started her online college classes. Her first day of classes was actually today, but it got canceled because of the bad air quality we're having right now in California. So that even though it's online, it's because the faculty is still on the college campus. So when the air quality gets too bad, they have to cancel classes. So yeah, so when she is in classes, she's using my computer, and then she's in my room, which I am in right now. So I won't have access to my room or my computer during those hours. But I'll figure something out in terms of where I'm gonna be vlogging in the meantime. Okay, so I am actually filming the day before my Milwordy trial run starts. So the next time you'll see me, it'll be the next day, and time to start my 3-day Milwordy trial run. So let's go.
Alrighty, good morning everybody. It is the next day and the first day of my Milwordy trial run. It's about 8:30 now, so I've got about an hour and a half to use my computer before my sister needs it for her college classes. So yeah, let's get started. So I basically copied Kate Cavanaugh's spreadsheet template for the Milwordy challenge. Obviously, I didn't do the full year. I just did these next 3 days I'm going to be doing, but this is how I'll be keeping track of my progress. So how Kate breaks down Milwordy is to get to 1,000,000 words per year, you have to do approximately about 2,741 words per day. And she also sort of, in her calculations, accounts for like taking days off or holidays and weekends. But because this sort of is a microcosm of the Milwordy challenge, I'm just going to see if I can try to get either 2,741 words or above. So that's my goal for the next 3 days. Okay, so I am in the kitchen right now. My sister has started her classes, so she's using my laptop and is in my room, so I won't have access to that for the next few hours. Now, normally,
around this time. It's like 10-ish. I just had breakfast. I would normally go on a walk at this point, but right now in California, the smoke from the fires is so bad. I really don't think it's safe air quality-wise to like go outside right now. The fires aren't like physically near us, but we get a lot of the residual like smoke and smog and debris. Even you'll see sometimes in certain parts of the city there's ash falling from the sky, which is coming from the fires I think both to the north and the south of us at this point. There's like multiple fires going on right now. So yeah, it means I can't go outside. So I'm gonna put my makeup on and maybe I'll take a break for a little bit, maybe play some video games and wait for my sister to be done with her classes because I can't really write without my laptop or without my room. So let's go.
Alrighty, so it is later, it is 6 p.m. and if you watched my Camp NaNoWriMo vlogs from July, you'll know that around 6 p.m. is when I stop filming for the day because the sun's starting to go down, and filming at night on my phone is not exactly the best quality. So overall today I only got about 300 words so far. I didn't end up getting my computer back from my sister till around 4 p.m. and by then, I don't know, I always have this slump in the afternoon where I feel like the afternoon for me personally is when I get the least amount of work done. I always seem to get the most work done in the morning and then maybe sometimes at night depending on what it is. Writing for me personally is not something I tend to get a lot done at night, which is also why it's totally okay for me personally to like finish up filming at 6 p.m. as opposed to continue filming into the night. So judging on this day alone, I think it's already a bad sign that I'm not getting those 2,400 words a day I would need to complete Milwordy within the year's span if I'm only getting 300 words in one day. But yeah, we'll just see how this goes. It's just a trial run, trying not to take it too seriously. So I will see you tomorrow. Alrighty, hello. Well, it is the next day. It is about 9 a.m. Now, I actually got some writing done last night after I stopped filming for the day. I got about 500 words, so it puts me about 900 words for yesterday, which is still not at that 2,400 I would need to pass Milwordy. But it is more words than I figured I should report it anyway. Now, it's Friday, and my sister actually doesn't have class on Friday, so I have my computer and my desk all to myself today, so we're gonna get as much writing as we can. So, let's go. Alrighty, time for a bit of a midday check-in. I got a little under 400 words this morning, which compared to my usual amount of progress is actually pretty good. I was a little bit slow this morning because I made the mistake of having a few slices of leftover pizza for breakfast, and that just sort of slowed down my entire morning, if you've ever been in that situation. I don't know, I can have a very sensitive stomach, especially when it comes to greasy food. But yeah, 400 words, not great. I'm not sure how much writing I'm gonna get done this afternoon before I work out, because I've been reserving my afternoon time for applying for jobs. I was sort of figuring out what my schedule was during July Camp NaNoWriMo, actually, of like what my sort of daily schedule would be like for applying for jobs. And I think by this point, now we're in like mid-August, I finally sort of nailed it down. I usually take the afternoon time to apply for jobs and do that all kind of stuff. So not sure how much writing I'm going to get done because afternoon time is usually for applying for jobs. But yeah, let's keep going. Hi, so just as I thought, no words this afternoon. This is, I think, part of the reason why I think Milwordy is just not for me personally, even just within these first 2 days of the trial run. I haven't been reaching that 2,400 something word goal. So yeah, but I've got one more day of the Milwordy trial run left, so I'm just gonna give it the old try, you know, just to say I tried it. Yeah, and I hope if you're writing or if you're doing the Milwordy challenge, let me know. And I hope your writing is going well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, so it is the next day. It is Saturday, and that means it is time to post my Star Wars fanfiction, Brains of the Operation. I did not get any more writing done last night. My sister needed my computer to get some work done for school. Now that my sister regularly needs to use my laptop both for attending her Zoom classes and for getting her work done, it makes me tempted to start using Google Docs again, because on my Scrivener file, I'm not aware of any method to sort of like transfer your Scrivener file between computers without like installing or buying Scrivener for another computer. When my sister is using my computer, I still have access to my dad's laptop. It's older, it has trouble running Zoom, which is why she's using my computer, but it can still run Google Docs okay. So I'm very tempted to start using Google Docs again and transfer my document back into Google Docs so I would have access to my story when my sister is using my laptop. Alrighty, so it's later. I just finished posting the newest chapter of Brains of the Operation on fanfiction.net, AO3, and Wattpad. Actually, funny story. Apparently, I forgot to post the previous chapter on fanfiction.net last week. I had posted chapter 32, I believe, on AO3 and Wattpad last week, but somehow I just forgot fanfiction.net. Like, the document was there in sort of like fanfiction.net's internal website database, like on my account, but I just never like published it. So yeah, I ended up publishing 2 chapters on fanfiction.net, which was my bad. It's getting close to 6 p.m., so I might as well do my check-in for the day. I actually didn't work on my story that much today. I created a post for Temptalia's, I think it was her Friday check-in post, but other than that, which I do count toward my words, and I think that was about 200 words, but in terms of working on my story, I didn't really work on it all that much. I think I wrote a few words because I did an author's note on the fanfiction.net version, acknowledging that I forgot to post the chapter last week. But other than that, no writing, so I only got 200 words. So in conclusion, this was a failure. Going in, I really knew Milwordy wasn't going to be for me, but I think I needed to prove to myself how much Milwordy is not for me by doing this short trial run and meeting the goal on none of the days whatsoever. I know if I really push myself, I probably could have gotten the 2,400 words on all 3 days by like staying up really late. I think that's what I did on the last day of the July Camp NaNoWriMo, and getting that, like, what was it, the last 1,000, 2,000 words I needed to complete my goal that day. I stayed up to like, I want to say like 11:40 midnight, which for me personally is pretty late. I know if I did that for all 3 days, I could probably reach my goal, but that's just not realistic. I know for a fact I couldn't sustain that kind of work ethic and staying up really late for a whole year. It just wouldn't happen. So here are my final results for my 3 days of the Milwordy trial run. So if you're still here at the very end, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.